Hello, I'm David Stishon. The subject of my presentation this week in American Christian Heritage is William Jennings Bryan. As a lawyer and politician, William Jennings Bryan became a national celebrity and advocate of conservative Christian values, helping him rise to the ranks of the most influential fundamentalists in America. Nicknamed the Great Commoner, Bryan served 2 terms as a United States Representative from Nebraska. He supported a national income tax, helped create the Department of Labor, and championed direct election of senators by the voters of his state. Speaking at the 1896 Democratic National Convention in Chicago, Bryan demanded the issue of the free coinage of silver be added to the Democratic Party platform. Considered one of the most effective political speeches in American history, Bryan ended his address with a phrase which culminated in his nomination for President of the United States. Here's an excerpt from Bryan's 1896 speech, which he recorded in 1921.
We will answer the demand for a gold standard by saying to them, you shall not press down upon the brow of labor this crown of thorns. You shall not crucify mankind upon a cross of gold.
So powerful was this iconic speech delivered by the 35-year-old Bryan, he became the Democratic nominee for president in 1896, again in 1900, and in 1908, setting him up to be a senior figure in the Democratic Party for decades. While Bryan lost the election for president 3 times, at the pinnacle of his career, he served as President Woodrow Wilson's Secretary of State from 1913 to 1915. The Great Commoner became involved with social issues such as child labor, prohibition, and women's suffrage after resigning from the Wilson administration. A devout Protestant, Bryan was asked how he could be a progressive in politics and a fundamentalist in religion. He replied, quote, government is a man-made and therefore imperfect. It can always be improved, but religion is not a man-made affair. I am satisfied with the God we have, with the Bible, and with Christ. There is controversy whether Bryan truly was a fundamentalist and how involved he was in the movement before the evolution struggles. However, in his 60s, he turned his attention to issues important to evangelicals. In a close vote, Bryan lost an election to become the moderator of the General Assembly of the Presbyterian Church of the USA. Beginning in 1909, his The Prince of Peace Chautauqua lectures warned that teaching Charles Darwin's theory of evolution to schools would undermine morality. From his pamphlet, The Menace of Evolution, published after his death, Bryan stated, quote, the issue is plain. The evolutionists intend, through our tax-supported schools, to change our Bible and our religion. The battle between evolutionism and creationism took place in a crowded temporary courtroom in Dayton, Tennessee in 1925. In what became known as the Scopes monkey trial, the state used the Baker Law against teaching evolution against a defense team supporting a substitute teacher. Fundamentalists led by Bryan supported the state's case. The new American Civil Liberties Union joined the defense as their first major national argument. Clarence Darrow turned the fundamentalist battle victory into a national public relations strategic defeat. William Jennings Bryan died 5 days after the trial ended. While he was a well-respected advocate of the common man and the working classes in his lifetime, his enduring legacy is that of a defender of creation and fundamentalism. I'm David Stishon, and this has been a presentation of American Christian Heritage.